Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It's Tuesday. We've had Deckmaster Monday. We've had our Speed Duels Sunday. It's time to do some common charity. Like I said, and like I'm probably going to keep saying, it's Destiny Hero Week. So let's give you guys a plasma control that we could play in common charity. And without any further ado, let's start knocking cards off the list. So first and foremost, we got to play this week's Deck Master. We got to, run 3 copies of Diamond Dude because, he's kind of awesome, guys. We got to use 3 copies of Draw Hand because it's awesome. 3 copies of Drill Dark because it's great. Double Destiny Malicious because we're not allowed to have a third. And because we are going to be using the advanced rule set with the common charity. So, unfortunate there. 3 copies Destiny Hero Plasma. And again, this deck is really made for him. So, very fun stuff. And the last of our monsters is going to be 3 copies of Summoner Monk. So, just real quick, screenshots, pause with notes, whatever you do. And I'm going to go ahead and get the table cleaned up like now. So moving into the spells, and the spells is going to be one of the more popular parts of this deck. We're going to start off with the need to draw. So 3 copies Allure of Darkness. We're going to use the single Call by the Grave because, again, hand traps can affect you. And I love the fact that the newest structure deck, the Albaz, just gave us this. Still using my Change of Heart from my Master or my Advanced setup. Still haven't obtained some for common charity yet. Is what it is. 3 Destiny draws because, again, drawing is super important. 3 copies Fusion Substitute because it's polymerization. It's always counted as polymerization. But it's also going to let you just go ahead and draw cards too later on. Instant Fusion at 1 because, the obvious monster. 2 copies Mask Change, because again, you guys are smart. You saw Dark Law in the title card. Monster Reborn, very good. 2 copies Over Destiny. It's really going to help us populate the field. A single Reinforcement of the Army. 2 Scapegoats, and I'll explain this when we're going over all the cards. And I use 3 traps in this deck, and that's going to be 3 copies of Solemn Strike. So again, just real quick. Take a screenshot or pause and take the notes. And we'll be right back with an extra deck. Alright, now with the extra deck, it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to use some Destiny heroes. Obviously, you guys know I'm going to be using Dark Law. But we're going to have a little bit of black and blue, little bruiser. So let's just start it off. We're going to be using 2 copies Dangerous. Because Dangerous is actually kind of okay. Single copy Dusktopia because he looks great and has an okay effect. 2 copies Dystopia because, again, pretty cool. 2 copies of Masked Hero Dark Law because, again, I think it's always a hero deck once you start putting Dark Law in there. And he also really lends himself to like the control form that I was going for. And 1 copy Thousand Eyes Restrict. And again, that's going to be our instant fusion target, guys. It's pretty self-explanatory. We need tributes for the plasma and being able to restrict, use effect, and then tribute into plasma and then use plasmas. It's just like a great double removal while building for your board. Our Xyz are going to be a Tornado Dragon and a Drill Driver Vespinato. Again, you probably have these. If you don't worry. You guys can just stack whatever else you want in those 2 spots. That was just my little tack. And then going into my links, Borload, Link Spider, Link Karibo, and Steel Star Regulator. So right there, 3 very good options for helping you get rid of Scapegoat tokens if you need to. And 1 copy of Extra Hero Cross Crusader. Actually, the Destiny Hero Extra Hero. So, just real quick, if you guys were only here for the deck list, I do want to take just a few seconds, and I want to thank you guys for stopping by because it means way more than you guys know. And of course, I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like to do the things and help out the channel, you could subscribe if you haven't already. One big thing that's very small for you you guys could click the thumbs up and maybe leave a comment. Like I said, it takes you guys 10 seconds, and it means a lot for the growth of the channel. And outside of that, seriously, guys, just have a great day. Everybody else, what I'm going to do is we're going to do one more little skip out, and then I'll be back and we'll go over the effects. And then tomorrow we will have our test hands. We're going to show you guys just how quick we can play Plasma and just how good this deck is at just setting up stuff. So just real quick, bye for now for some of you, and be right back for the rest. All right, my friends, so let's start back with our main build. And let's start off with the Diamond Dude. So once per turn, you may excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is a normal spell, send that card to the graveyard. Otherwise, place it on the bottom of your deck. And during the main phase of your next turn, you can activate the effect of the spell in your graveyard, even if you no longer control this card. And one thing I failed to sort of mention is you can choose not to activate that effect on your next turn. When I went over this for our Deckmaster Monday yesterday, I just kind of spaced out on that. You can absolutely choose not to do it. You can also choose what order to do these things. So again, if you do have Pot of Extravagance ready, you can go ahead, start your play with that, and then activate the effect of the Diamond Dude. Unless, of course, it was a draw effect, at which point Extravagance says negative interaction. Next up, draw hand. If this is special summoned by the effect of a hero monster, then you can make each player draw one card. During the next standby, after this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, banish it when it leaves field. You can only use this effect once per turn. And again, this is very good. And it works well with Mask Change being a quick play. Since it does say next standby phase, we can fuse with it on our own turn, or we could summon it and send it away for Plasma. And then during our opponent's turn, when this would recur, we can also quick change him out with the Mask Change and go straight into Dark Law. So again, he's not that awkward, and you'll definitely get your draw effect when he brings himself back, because it, of course, is a Destiny hero or a hero monster's effect. So it's all good. The Drill Dark, if he is normal or special summoned, you may special summon one Destiny hero from the hand with attack less than or equal to this card's attack. You can only use this effect once per turn. And if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing. That is the least used portion of this card. Again, we want to try to build the board. We want to get to the triple tributes. We want to play Plasma. We want to have a half-field skill drain. So again, it's just about boarding as many as we can, as quick as we can. Malicious, you guys should know this. When this is in your graveyard, you may banish it. Special summon another one from your deck. Again, limited to 2, so just use it at 2. Plasma cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from the hand by attributing 3 monsters. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. And once per turn, you can target a monster your opponent controls, equip this card with that monster, and then gain attack equal to half of the original attack of the monster equipped by this effect. And again, this is just fantastic. And really helps us, again, especially Dark Law added in, to give ourselves I don't want to say the illusion, but to give us the appearance of being a true like control build. And then, of course, Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is just so much fun for me whenever I'm trying to build up a board. While this card is face up, it cannot be tributed. If this is normal or flip summoned, change it immediately to defense. And once per turn, you can discard one spell, special summon a level 4 from the deck that cannot attack this turn. So again, just good card, great card. Really helps you start setting up. The spells, the healers are here for the draw power. The called is to protect you from the hand traps. Change of Heart is to also additionally help you with trying to build up your board. And also game swings. Again, sorry for the black and not blue sleeve there. The Destiny draws are the in-house draw card. And again, if we do this with Diamond Dude, we don't have to do the discard portion since it is a cost and not the effect. We can skip to the draw too. So very fun there. Fusion substitute. Let's break this down. I said a little bit about it earlier. Let me finish it. This card is always treated as polymerization, so this card's name is always considered polymerization. Same effect as polymerization. Where it differs is you can banish this card from the graveyard, target a fusion monster in the graveyard, return that to the extra deck to draw 1 card. So again, it's polymerization with a draw 1. And again, I don't know why anybody's still playing polymerization at this point. Because again, when this card always counts as polymerization, anything that searches poly or recycles it, recycles this as well. So very cool card. The instant fusion, again, just for your restrict, mask change, target a hero that you control, send it to the graveyard. After that, if it left the field by this effect, special summon 1 mask hero, same attribute as the send monster when it was on the field. So again, we played Destiny Heroes, we played Dark. It was down to Anki and Darklaw. Darklaw was going to be way better for us, so that's the route we went. Additionally, you could press for game with these. If you attack with a character, then transform it into a masked hero since it is a quick play. And then get your Darklaw out, then actually attack with Darklaw. So that's always an option too. Monster Reborn, very generic, you guys know it. Over Destiny, let's talk about this one. Target a Destiny hero in the graveyard, and again, once we start fusing and start playing, this is going to happen. Special summon a Destiny hero from the deck whose level is less than or equal to half the targeted monster's level. Destroy it during the end phase. So really, this only works with our fusions or our plasma, and this is why we have so many 4s. And being able to do this into Drill Dark actually allows you to just real quick go back into being able to like link to, fuse if you have Catalyst, or again go into Xyz plays right off the rip. So very cool, and I would suggest you guys try it out at the very least. Single Rhoda, because again they're warriors. Double Scapegoats. So I said I would explain this, so let me do this. Let me do this right. So I know that they're in my extra deck. I had some monsters and you guys are like, I got it. That's what goats are for. You're not entirely right. Goats are here for plasma. See, plasma is a special summon that requires tributes. Scapegoats cannot be used for a regular tribute summon, but they can be tributed for a special summon. So, a long time ago, me and a lot of other toon players, we used to use scapegoats to generate high-level toons. We would be able to play like 2 copies of Toon Skull plus a Blue Eyes, and then right there you've got 8,000 points of monsters that can bypass your opponent's monsters and attack directly. So Scapegoat's a really old tech for this, and it still works for plasma. So guys, try it out. And again, I left the link plays available for you. Just this way you didn't feel like marooned with a strategy that you may be unfamiliar with. But again, I tend to activate these during my opponent's battle phase or their end phase to generate my tokens so I can go ahead and make my plays on my own turn. And then, of course, you guys know Solemn Strike, so that's it for the main deck. Let's go over some of these fusions, because again, it's the fusions that really need to talk. So Dangerous is going to be 1 Destiny hero plus Dark Effect monster. So technically, he could totally work if we were playing Layer of Darkness heroes and we wanted to do some crazy stuff with Super Poly. He does have a quick effect, saying that we discard a card to send 1 Destiny hero from the hand or deck to the graveyard. And if we do, our Destiny hero monsters that we control gain 200 for every Destiny hero in the graveyard until the end of this turn. This effect can only be used once per turn. So what this does is if we can create Dangerous, we can go ahead, we could send a Plasma out of our deck, and we could go into our Over Destiny, or we could send out Malicious in order to special summon Malicious. So there are a couple of plays where like Dangerous is just immediately good. And then, of course, in late game, you can go for some overwhelming attacks too. Dusktopia is 1 Destiny hero fusion plus 1 Destiny hero. If this card is fusion summoned, you can then, as effect, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using cards from hand and field as material. So playing into him allows you to play into another one. Once per turn, quick effect. You can target a monster on the field, make it unable to be destroyed by battle or card effects, and if you do, neither player takes any battle damage from attacks involving that monster. These effects last until the end of this turn. So again, he can jump out, he can summon up another character. It's a good transition off of Dangerous. It's an okay transition off of Dystopia. And of course, you get like some semi-protection off the effect. So really cool looking card, really cool card to play with. Dystopia is any 2 Destiny heroes. If this is special summoned, target a level 4 lower Destiny hero in the graveyard. Inflict damage to the opponent equal to the target's attack. If this card's current attack is different than its original for any reason, as a quick effect, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it, and if you do, this card's attack reverts back to its original. Each effect is once per turn, and again, this is one of my more favorite ones. And I like the 28 over the inconsistent ability to play Dystopia at 3k. And the extra little bit of burn damage helps. I actually win some of my games just off that bit right there. You guys should know Darklaw. Special summon by mask change. Any card sent to the opponent's graveyard is banished instead. So again, we've got like a half field Macrocosmos with our half field skill drain. Super oppressive. Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card from the deck to hand except during draw phase or the damage step, you get to banish 1 random card from their hand. So again, it really puts a squeeze on tutors. And with as easy as this card was to play, like Ash is going to be in my sideboard if I build one, along with some other hand trap goodness. But Darklaw, super strong. You guys know Restrict. You guys know Vespinato and Tornado Dragon. You guys know the Borreload. Let's talk about these guys real quick. So Link Spider, since our scapegoat tokens are going to be normal, is just a quick changing one of those into an effect monster. Because, and again, you're going to need effect monsters if you're going to go into your Borreload. The Link Karibo actually gains way more play because of this. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you contribute this card. Change that monster's attack to 0 till the end of this turn. And if this is in the graveyard quick effect, you contribute 1 level 1 to special summon this back. So again, you could play it, link it off, and then have it come back in place of one of the other scapegoat tokens so that you can keep the Link build, the Link climb going. And then Steel Star Regulator just requires 3 non-link monsters. And again, tokens are non-links. So this is going to be great. Now, you're not going to get a whole lot out of the power output because it does gain attack equal to the combined original levels. So it's only going to gain 300. It's going to be 1,300. So it's not going to do that very well, but it is a way to get the cards off your side of the field if you need the space back. And then Cross Crusader. Last card we really need to talk about is any 2 warriors. If this card is Link summoned, you can target 1 Destiny hero in your graveyard, special summon it. You contribute 1 Destiny hero monster, add 1 hero with a different name from the deck to the hand. Each effect is once per turn, and you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either effect except heroes. So when you do use Cross Crusader, do plan on just playing the warriors. Do not plan on going to the Borreload. Do not plan on anything else. So guys, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. I am going to show off a couple hands tomorrow. I think they're all going to be going second, just for simplicity. But I hope to see you guys again then. So one more time, please have a wonderful day, my friends, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.